Well, for the most part, we have discussed politics and a lot of it, what's happening in the world, the good, the bad, the ugly. But now it's time for a science class. So, welcome to Science 101. I have two particular topics for you in this particular class, and both of them are of great importance. So, I suggest you pay attention and take notes because there will be a quiz. The first one, I'm going to show you a photograph. Now, this photograph is a gentleman by the name of Sir Brian May. That's right, he has been knighted by the court in England. He is now a Sir. Not only is he a Sir, but he is also a PhD in astrophysics. Now, obviously, that means he's a very smart man, quite learned, quite educated, and his opinion is trusted by many people, and he has some great pontifications, if you will. Well, it turns out that he and three of his colleagues made a postulation, and they postulated something very important that I think is worth consideration by all individuals, because we are all on this planet together, and I think we have to understand how our world operates and how we are in the grand scheme of the universe. Well, Mr. May, Dr. May, if you will, and his colleagues postulated a postulation that goes like this. Three females with well-endowed posteriors were the cause of the Earth's rotation. Now think of that, ladies and gentlemen. Sir May has postulated with his colleagues that three well-endowed female posteriors were the cause of the world's rotation. Now, we can argue about the tilt of the Earth back and forth, science being what it is, how close we are to the sun, but actually the rotation of the Earth, which gives us day and night, according to Sir May, was as the result of three female posteriors, well-endowed posteriors nonetheless, and that is the reason for the rotation of the Earth. Now, you can write that down in your notebooks because I'm sure you will be tested on this. How many and what variety? So I'd like to have you put that in your notes because that is one of the two famed documents, famed situations, postulations that we are discussing in today's Science 101. The second of which is something that has many scientists in the world very confused and somewhat agitated. Because as you have probably heard, there's numerous earthquakes happening around the world as we speak, from the Pacific Rim to Asia to the Turkish area to the Middle East. All kinds of activities are happening around the world. Why is that happening? Here, even in the United States, multiple sub-earthquakes are happening around Mount Rainier in Washington State. I mean, numerous tremors. Could something be going on with Mount Rainier along the lines of Mount St. Helens back in 1980? We don't know. But here's something we are wondering what's going on. Since the year 1590, scientists have been keeping track of what amounts to is what we call magnetic north. That is where your compass swings to. It's where airlines and airplanes rely upon knowing what north is to plot a course. You're out there in the desert, you're out there in the forest, lost. Your magnet tells you which way is north, which way is magnetic north. But it turns out that since 1590, the magnetic north, as you and I know it and our compass knows it, has been moving. That's right. Back around 1590, it was over there near the what amounts to the European coast. You think of England, Norway, Sweden, up in that area there. And that's where the compass is pointing to, and you had your compass. But then you'll see the picture here. Notice, magnetic north has been moving, and it's been moving pretty steadily. And what once was, over there near Europe has steadily reverted toward what is true north, true geographic north, the absolute top of the world, if you will. So magnetic north has been going here, there, and everywhere for the last, 400 years? It has been. And the latest one took it up near the North Pole, the absolute North Pole, in 2020. Now, what does that mean? That means the magnetic core, the iron core that exists inside of the world, the molten core, it's moving, shifting. It's altering its location within the sphere of the Earth. Could that be causing the potential earthquakes and the shifting of the faults, the fault lines in the United States and the world, all the fault lines around the world? Could that be causing it? No one really knows. But right now, with the magnetic Earth moving and magnetic North moving, and the onset of what's going on with the multiple earthquakes, especially happening around places like Mount Rainier, could something be erupting soon? Could it happen? Could there be a major eruption around the world, or possibly even the United States? We don't know. Everybody's concerned and waiting. But now you know what's going on, folks. Sir Brian May's postulation, considered one of the most epic postulations in the history of man, because it deals with the rotation of the Earth and the movement of the magnetic north in all these hundreds of years, and now it has gone almost back near the geographic North Pole. Is something happening, or could be happening, in the world as we know it? That's the question, class, and those will be on your exam. I suggest you be ready.